This multiplication strategy might be the most familiar to you if you've never learned the other visual models. This one is called the partial product strategy. Now, this may look very familiar to you. However, there are some steps that are still very important so that they can explain their thinking and show that they understand how they got the product. So before we just begin multiplying, we have to know what we're multiplying. So I want to use expanded form for this number, but rather than writing it out somewhere else and solving all the math somewhere else, we can do it right here. So I'm going to expand it out and just explain what each of these digits mean. We're not multiplying 7 times 3 or 7 times 4. In fact, we're multiplying 7 times 30 because when we expand this, 3 is in the tens place. So 30 would be what that digit represents. This digit just represents 2 because it's in the ones place. The 4 is in the hundreds place, so that is 400. And the 5 is in the thousands place, so that represents 5,000. I could have written it in expanded form to say 5,000 plus 400 plus 30 plus 2, or we could just write it this way for this method. So now let's get started on multiplying. I'm going to multiply from right to left. 7 times 2 is 14. Next, instead of saying 7 times 3, we're actually going to multiply 7 times 30. And I know, taking away the 0, that 7 times 3 is 21, but then I add that extra 0 onto it, and it's 210. Next, I'm going to do the hundreds. Not 7 times 4, but 7 times 400, which is 2,800. Last, 7 times 5,000, which would be 35,000. It's important that we don't just say add a 0 here and then put your answer, because then students aren't really understanding the concept of place value and they're not truly understanding why they put a 0 there. So that's why this step is important at the top. So now we can add 4, 2, 10, and 3. So our product is 38,024. Let me know if you have any questions.